Murray now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
He's got a man here. It's Montgomery.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run. football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Murray a give to Edmonds on the option. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw, it's Murray. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Demario Davis there on the stop. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Murray. This is caught, it's Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Murray now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw is Fields. Forced out to his left. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jalen Johnson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Again, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A final shot before the break. Fields steps away to his left. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaud.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
One play action. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Now it's Fields. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off play action, Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, it's Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the 50, here's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Flush to his right. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
First down, Murray. Buying time to his left. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal. Well, they got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a handoff as they run left side. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are right back in this football game. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Murray now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Fields now to throw. And it's caught. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A shotgun snap. Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is going to lose yardage here. He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because option plays are really standard two-point calls, and you have to prep against them, and they did their prep well on that one.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wolf. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Cardinals, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.